Okay, it is live time. Just waiting for everyone to get in here. Excited about today's live, actually. Been thinking about it all week. Here
Hello, hello, hello.
we go. Hello. My God, has it ever been a long week? You know?
So long. Like, wow, I am over.
Yes, we're going to let you share. Thank you, Catherine. Like the most bizarre, berserk, weird things happened this week. So, like, I don't know. There was just something in the air. I hope everyone didn't have that experience, but there was just something crazy in the air.
Hello, real country videos. How's everybody doing? Yep, we're just currently waiting for everybody to join in here. A few more people to come in so we can get this going. And apparently, Liz is having,
That was so weird. It kicked me out and everything.
what's even weirder is it saying that your mic is muted.
I mean, it is. It
No, it wasn't. You were talking.
Oh, wow, that was very weird. Okay, I'm back. I don't know what happened. My phone took me out, and then it was like, would you I went back in, obviously, and it wouldn't load up Podbean, and then I went to go in again, and then it's like, would you like to rejoin? It's like, I mean, obviously.
That was cracked. Very
Right?
cracked. Hello, hello, Edith. Hello, Tabitha. Hello, everybody. It's all right,
Oh,
Catherine. It's all right. If they want to join, they'll join in. Don't worry about tagging everybody. It's fine. It's fine.
oh, okay. So now, guys, want to talk about what's coming out today. So Angela Hammond episode comes out today. Didn't so I do want to warn you guys. There isn't a lot on the episode, Angela Hammond episode, because Angela had a very hard time talking about certain details, and she does want to talk about it though. But she had to take a lot of breaks, sadly. So I did not get a lot of information on her yet. But her and I are going to work together again in the future. So this is going to be a part one. I just kind of wanted to give you guys a bit of a rundown on that. Um, and then next week we will be dropping Selena Mays. And oh my God, I have an attachment to Selena Mays now. Like the feeling, I didn't expect to be so connected to this particular case, but this case really, and I felt her energy so strong. So this case, I definitely had gotten a lot of more information than Angela Hammond's episode, but I just wanted to give you guys that heads up.
Hello, Shelby. Hello, Jackie. Hello,
Hello, hello.
Christina.
Alrighty. Okay, so that was what I wanted to mention. And then right now I am working on Jasmine Fiore. So I am getting a little ahead of schedule because we may have a couple of things coming up. So I'm getting ahead, which is great. I love getting ahead. It actually like makes me so excited. So I'm just going to be finishing Jasmine
No,
Fiore here.
Catherine, there is a Shelly in here and a Shelby in here. So two different people. There's Shelly. They're saying hello there. Hello, Katie. Hello, 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 everybody.
So yes. Anyways, as I was saying before I got interrupted, um, I was kidding. I'm just totally kidding. Because I lose my train of thought totally. I so Jasmine Fiore, guys, will be a secondary. There will be definitely a part two for that one as well. We have barely covered any of it, and I'm already pretty deep in. So it'll be exciting as well. I'm excited. I love, love, love this episode too. So looking forward to doing these, and then obviously the bonus episodes, which we're excited about.
Yes, we're very excited about doing these episodes.
No, I mean, is there anything you wanted to talk about? Like, I'm giving you your pausing moment.
No, I just say hello to everybody that's coming in. I like to take a little pause to say hello to everybody that's coming in. And then Catherine was like, "Oh, what's this person?" I'm like, "No, there's actually two different people in here with the same, pretty similar names."
The pressure is on for Landon.
Right, always. Hello, Amanda. Hello, Tahini. Hello, Misty.
Okay, guys. Well, so today we're going to be talking about obviously conspiracy theories, but there is something I want to talk about before we get into all of that today, and it is in relation to catfishing. So, and no, I'm not talking about my catfishes, the ones that have all these fake accounts messaging people saying, grand rising and all that nonsense. I'm referring to people just being catfished in general. And for those of you who don't know what catfishing is, basically it is when somebody pretends to be somebody else and speaks as that person to you, whether it be video call, mostly social media. So I ran into a situation over the last couple of weeks. I did a reading on somebody, and I'm not going to talk about their situation in any capacity, but I felt as though there was a catfishing situation, which led me to talk about my initial experience with catfishing. So, probably back in 2019, 2018, something like that. I had a client that was, I think was she Russian? Yes, she was Russian. And no, sorry, she was Ukrainian. I apologize. So she would come to me all the time. She loved me a lot. She was very blunt energy. Anyways, she had met a man online and she contacted me and is this my guy? Like, is this the one I'm supposed to be with? And something was just not sitting right with me. She was showing me pictures and she was like, he wants me to send him a phone. He's going to send me a phone and then he wants me to send it back to him. And I'm like, what? Like, this doesn't sound right. She's like, yeah, he's in the US, he's in the UK right now, but he's a Canadian citizen. And I'm like, how do you? She's like, well, he sent me his passport. So I'm like, can you show that to me? So she shows me this passport and I'm like, dude, this is fake. We ended up doing like a Google reverse image search to see if that photo was like from something else. And we actually ended up finding out that this was like a singer in the UK. So I mean, this photo obviously was taken and done. So I presented her all the evidence. I'm like, look, I know that he's talking to you and he's victimized you. He's taken your profile and said, okay, she's a single woman. She's in her late 40s. She's desperate for love. Like, so I'm going to take advantage of that. And that's exactly what he did. And this happens so friggin' much, guys. Like, and there are people that are deep in it. So we're going to go over a couple of things here, okay? So if the person on the other line is asking you for money in any way, even if it's for items or following along with some sort of con, that's catfishing. If they do not want to get on video calls with you, like they get on phone calls with you but don't want to show their faces, like that's very, very suspicious as well. If they do not want to meet you in person, again, another suspicious thing. They might have other friends to communicate with you as well, which is them. They're telling other people, not other people, they're pretending to be the friends too, guys. So I know that everyone wants love, everyone wants to be loved, but we have to remember that this is not always the case. So if you feel like you're being catfished, at least reach out to a friend and go over the facts, like, because it's very likely it's happening. Okay. Even us, even me, if you want to book a reading with me because you think you're being catfished, I will help you and we will figure it out. So I've helped a lot of people out of catfishing situations. Yes. I've been frauded before. Yep, it happened to me. That's, yep, people need to be careful. Absolutely. Yep, lost everything, their hard job. Yep, I know.
Yes, Tani, we will definitely do that once we are moved. Sadly, we do unfortunately need to move again in a very short period of time. So right now, I don't want anything to get lost in the mail or anything like that. She's has some treats for us from Australia, but I said sadly we're moving again. So
Yep, sadly. Okay, so that was the first thing I wanted to talk to you guys about. Now we're going to move on to, man, I can't tell you the amount of times my sister got catfished by people of dating sites. It's crazy. It's crazy. Like, I can't even believe how much it happened. So we got to just make sure we stay true to ourselves. Don't fall for the bullshit because it usually is. So,
right, if they're asking
uh,
you for any sort of money, like right there, just don't do it. That's already a scam right off the bat. Like money is a huge thing. Or a lot of people ask for like gift cards or like Steam cards too for some reason so they can use them however they choose to want to use it. Or asking you for items like, "Oh, I want the brand new iPhone. Why can't you get the brand new iPhone on your
and
end?"
it's
Like
sad too. Like, people lie. Like, so I've done readings with women where I'm like, have you sent them money before? And they go, no, because they're protecting their person. And I'm like, okay, you're lying. I know you're lying to me. Like, so listen, I get it. You're deep in, but you came to me for the truth and I'm telling you the truth, So, we just gotta be careful. Sorry, guys. Give me just one moment. I'm having some technical difficulties yet again. Okay. Sorry, guys. This has been an interesting day to say the
oh
least.
yeah, we'll definitely let you know. I am excited to get those treats actually. So we will definitely let you know once we land somewhere. We'll definitely give you some address to send them to. Yeah, they do. They believe the lies. They always believe the lies all the time. I mean, I get it. Like I do. I get it. Like a lot of people want to believe that some like Nigerian prince or whatever sweep you off your feet. But that's not always the case, guys. That's not always the case. And if they were a Nigerian prince or they were a celebrity of some sort or whatever, they would definitely never ask you for money because they should have more than enough money to take care of it themselves, whatever the issue might be.
Exactly. Thank you for that. My technical issues are under control. Eileen, what is going on today?
And I think she's messing with
She is
everything.
back. She is. Now that she knows her episode's coming up, she's talking to me about her shit, and I'm like, dude, I still have to do 4 more episodes before I even touch yours. So just please be patient with me. This time it's not a maybe, it's happening. So, right, Jace? She does know we all love her. All right. Okay. So the first thing we're going to talk about with the conspiracy theory type of things tonight is in relation to Melissa, aka Avril Lavigne, which is so funny. It's interesting that we chose Avra for conspiracy theories this week, and she just started coming out kissing Tyga on the internet, and she's been hanging out with him a lot. So I think it's kind of funny that that kind of tied into it. So we're going to talk about that a little bit as well. But there is a very interesting conspiracy theory about her going around. Obviously, she is a Canadian singer, and the conspiracy theory is that in 2003, shortly after her successful debut album Let Go, she was apparently replaced by like a body double named Melissa Vandella. And evidence is apparently out there to support the theory, and that evidence includes her changing her appearance between 2003 and to present. Apparently, she has had subliminal messages in her follow-ups. In She also has done like a photo shoot where she had the name Melissa written on her hand. The rumors had originated back to 2011. It was a Brazilian blogger that actually put it up and they named it the Avril Está Morta, which obviously means Avril is dead. And this led to the conversation on the internet. Um, supposedly the evidence, apparently there's lots of it, but I haven't seen anything. And apparently it came back again. Like there was more traction in 2007. There's more traction about this again now. And then obviously she has denied the theory on multiple occasions. I mean, I don't understand why people would automatically ask her one way or another, because if she was in fact a buddy double, she wouldn't tell everybody that, because she's been trying to hide it for so long, right? But anyways, I wanted to clear the air. Melissa, right, would deny it. Absolutely. No, I do not feel like Avril Lavigne has a body double out there in any capacity. Guess what happened to her? You ready for this? Age. She got older. She got things done. Clearly, I
I was
mean,
going to say people act like plastic surgery is not a huge thing, specifically in the celebrity world. Like, obviously, Avril could be having a hard time accepting that she's getting older and
of course.
accepting, like, obviously, things that happen when we get older as we get gray hair and we get wrinkles and yada yada, whatever happens. She decided to get some
She
cosmetic surgery to make herself look better, like younger.
Exactly. She started her career when she was 16 years old. And I remember I was also 16 years old. Avril Lavigne and I have changed in 20 years.
But that's
So,
what I'm saying. Celebrities, they have a hard time. Like, she's probably still stuck back in her celebrity days when she was super famous, when she was 16, when she came out with her skater boy and all that. Like, a lot of people get stuck in that. They want to stay in that age. Like, even Marilyn Monroe, right? Like, obviously, she didn't get like cosmetic surgery or anything like that, but she wanted to stay young. And she also wanted to die young as well because she did not want to grow old. She
right,
didn't want to get those wrinkles and get old.
right, exactly. Well, so there's all of that in relation to this. The other thing I want to talk about is her relationship stuff. So I just want to confirm, is he Stormy's, like, Kardashian's father? And I think she also has a second kid. Like, is that the dad? No, he isn't. No. Okay. Does he have any biological children out there currently that we know of? Black China. Okay. Okay. Thank you. I felt a connection to the Kardashians. Okay. Thank you. Thank you, sweetheart. So, I'm going to say that there is going to be a lot of baby mama drama with Avril Lavigne and Tyga coming out and like having this relationship. Like there's going to be some serious shit going down there, and I feel like it's going to be all over social media. So I do see it is going to put a bit of a strain on the relationship, but I also actually think they're really, really sweet together. Like she has always dated, like, and from what I know, like she's dated men that are like older. Obviously this guy's a little younger than her, but like I don't know. I just feel like a very young, spirited person, and I feel like he brings that out in her. And so I think this relationship does have an opportunity to grow. I don't know if it's going to live, but it's Hollywood, for God's sakes. But I feel like it'll definitely last for a while, as long as they can keep away from the baby mama drama.
And then Black China has a kid with Rob Kardashian as well. And Tyga's kid is named King.
Okay, perfect. Thank you. Thank you for all those details.
Hello, hello, everybody coming in. Hello.
Catherine's like, why you gotta go and make things so complicated? But no, really, that was wow. Excuse me, hold on. I need to pull something up here. That was perfect, Catherine. That deserved it. I didn't mean to clap though. That was an accident, but that's okay. All right, guys, I am moving right along to the next rumor that I want to talk about, which it is in relation
They
to
are all
Jeff.
intertangled over there. I like celebrities all get together and like because they can't trust anybody else, you know? Like that's why they're all dating each other.
Right? And that's why we know all their business, or at least parts of their business. Okay, so guys, there was another rumor in relation to Jeffree Star and Kanye West. There was actually an influencer on TikTok, by the way. Now, this influencer drives me crazy. I apologize for saying that publicly, but it is very true. Ava Lewis. She is the known for her coronavirus challenge, where she would lick toilets and you know basically doing all these weird things to get attention. So she decided to make this rumor up, and I mean, obviously, it's apparently this rumor circulated about Jeffree Star and um, Kanye West being together, and apparently it was ultimately the reason that Kim Kardashian and Kanye West divorce took place. Obviously, she's this is a cry for help. You know what I mean? I know that Jeffree Star has already addressed it as well, but I found it hilarious. And I also wanted to kind of confirm it as well. They definitely did not have any sort of relationship. I do feel like the two of them have very different backgrounds when it comes to their life. Now, not to say that I don't believe that Kanye would potentially secretly be involved in bisexual relationships, curious more so than anything. But I don't think he'd ever admit that. But I also don't feel like Jeffree Star would be the direction he would go in. Now, I obviously don't ever think he'll ever be in a relationship with another human being like that because he is in the spotlight and he does care about his image in that way a lot. So, yeah, that's kind of what I wanted to say about him. I've been doing a lot of mini readings on Kanye in the background. I don't even mean to, but I was angry at him for a while, but I feel like he's calming down. Yes, he just recently married somebody, an impulse, because he doesn't want to be alone. Like, I get all that. But I do feel like he's going to try and get his life together because the mental health there for a while was pretty crazy. I feel like he's now back on his medication, which is fantastic. So hopefully this new woman, this new life keeps him on track. So, all righty. So moving, he married again. Yes, he just got married. Yes, Kanye has definitely got some talent for sure. A lot of the people, like even Michael Jackson, for instance, he's a very controversial figure, and he is also extremely talented. I find that the most out there people are the most talented.
I mean, probably for sure. But I have different views on Kanye, and I will not share my views on Kanye. But that's good. But he definitely needs meds. I agree, Catherine, 1,000%. Meds and maybe.
Okay. Alrighty. So now moving right along, there is a lot to talk about in this Chuck E. Cheese conspiracy theory, and this is actually hilarious because I used to watch, and you guys probably don't know who he is. He was a YouTuber. He still is. He's starting to come back, which is great. Joe Santiago. He used to make me laugh. Totally politically incorrect about things was funny to me. So I used to watch him all the time. But, anyways, I turned on YouTube looking for weird conspiracies, and this was one he was covering. So there are a couple of conspiracies surrounding Chuck E. Cheese, but the first one is the lighter one that we're going to talk about. So,
Fucking Chuck E. Cheese.
right? So, Chuck E. Cheese conspiracy number one is in relation to them harboring this huge secret. Shane Dawson, who was a popular 30-year-old internet personality back in the day, uh, he decided that he had figured something out. So he added fuel to this crazy conspiracy, and it was actually an old conspiracy theory from previous, but he decided to do like a demonstration of the crust of Chuck E. Cheese's slices, and apparently they don't always like line up. And people had started taking photos of their pizza, and people were finding out the same thing, like the pizza just didn't work. Now, obviously this guy had 20 million subscribers, and this video was viewed 4.7 billion times since 2005. And I noticed that when I was 8 years old, I did notice like that the pizza slices were always kind of off. And obviously sometimes, it wasn't always, but I did notice it as well. So I was like, what the hell? you know?
Tabitha says
So
she remembers this.
right, exactly. Now their theory was,
Miss DIY's like, wait, Ontario had a Chuck E. Cheese.
oh yeah, Ontario still has Whitby has a Chuck E. Cheese currently.
Yep, there still is one there running. Yep. They're all over the place in the U.S., all over the place. I mean, I had three in my town alone. Like, they're all over the place. But most of them have been shut down now. I think there's only like probably one in Buffalo still opening, which was the biggest one that they have. They left that one open, but they've changed it now over to like Dave and Buster's and other more upbeat types of things. And they've gotten rid of the
Are you kidding? As an adult, I'm sad and disappointed that my daughter is almost 21. I have no excuse to go in there anymore. So I got to find some children to go in there
Hello.
with.
Catherine just said, Shelby, pack your bags. Catherine has kids. They need help watching all the children so we can go into Chuck E. Cheese with them.
Excellent.
I will take Leonardo and me and him will go play some.
All right. Well, anyways, back in the day, I felt that way. Anyways, so here's what's interesting. Chuck E. Cheese, so they decided not to sue this guy over making this allegation, but they did decide to respond to a video in which he had made. Now, he claims in the video that it was unequivocally false. Now, and I quote, he says this: "The chain said in a statement that no conspiracy theories here. Our pizza are made to order, and we prepare ours fresh in the restaurant, which means they're not always perfectly uniform in shape, but always delicious." No, 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 no. That is not explaining why the pepperoni is huge on one side and then the pepperoni on the other side is like a teeny tiny little pepperoni. Like, it just doesn't make any sense. I I don't feel like this happened all the time, but I really do feel like they did take slices that were not used and put it back on people's plates. And maybe not necessarily people leaving them on the table, but in the back. For instance, people ask for things like, can we get half cheese and half pepperoni? Like, they'll switch them off, you know what I mean? Or they'll leave them out and then, oh, my kid dropped a slice of pizza, they would take an extra piece. Like, I don't feel like they took it off of people's plates and reserved it, but I do feel like they definitely kept pizza out for like periods of time, like days, and then reheated it and put it back on the plates and stuff.
They probably totally did, but I also think that like there was times where like people would order like two pizzas, let's say, and they get through one pizza and they leave the second one, go off and do games. Kids start acting out, they go home, whole pizzas left there on the table. I think them waitresses are taking those pizzas back and putting them in like a oven or something and leaving them there and reserving it to
You think
people,
that happened?
especially. Absolutely. I actually saw it one time when I was at Chuck E. Cheese when I was an adult. When I was in my previous marriage, we had went to Chuck E. Cheese for a birthday party with our kid. We knew that she obviously had behavioral issues, so we wanted to be there at the party to make sure she wasn't going to act out, and if she was, get her out of there. Well, I was walking by because I had taken her to the bathroom, and we were walking by the kitchen and I saw this waitress. She literally took the pizza off of this these people that were sitting behind us table and she literally just put it on the thing next to the oven. She's like, "We got another one here ready to go for another table." You're muted.
Okay, well, I guess I just don't want to take my mind there, but like, ew. Anyways, I think it was like it was a rule. Like, I do feel like they would tell the employees. Now, I don't think it's happened in the last, I don't know, decade because they got outed, but I definitely feel like it happened back
That
then.
is a different situation, Julia. She says, "I was homeless as a teenager in Hollywood and I literally off of people's plates. That's different. You going up in somewhere and people leave food, you're going to grab it because you know it's just going in the trash. That's different than a restaurant who has the products are taking it and reserving it to other people. Especially now with the pandemic happening, like could you imagine that? Like somebody had, COVID, cough all over the pizza, give it to somebody else. Like, nope, you're muted.
I just pressed the unmute button. I don't know why it didn't let me unmute myself. Um, Now, okay, well, that was the pizza theory and everything in relation to that. So the other thing I wanted to talk about is there's I don't I was looking into this conspiracy and I'm a little uncertain of what exactly they think. I think Landon knows more about it, but I do know that they also have a conspiracy theory about um, these animatronics as well. Like there's something attached to them. I got to look into that one a little bit more. But the other thing is that there was a murder took place in at Chuck E. Cheese in 1993. Uh, there was a very disgruntled employee who decided he was pissed that he got fired, so he decided to go in there and shoot up the place, and he killed 4 people, injured a fifth one, and he was sentenced. This happened in Colorado, by the way. He was sentenced to the death penalty, and then they were able to postpone his death penalty. And then in 2020, they actually took away the death penalty in Colorado, which I did not even know that until recently, until I read into it today. But yes, there was like a murder at Chuck E. Cheese, and so of course my tingly spidey senses kicked in, and I was like, "Yep, I'm adding that to the bonus list because I really want to do that." Colorado has definitely had a lot of things happen there for sure. They were Columbine related. They were also the Batman Theater, which, by the way, guys, Landon and I, when we not when we lived, sorry, when we visited Colorado, we were in Aurora at the time, and I believe that is where the shooting happened. Movie theater, so we were fairly close to that area.
Yes, remember we went to the movie theater, me, you, and Selena, when we were walking in that square the one day, and I was like, "This is the theater that the Batman shooting happened at," and like Selena literally just stood there, like in awe, like that she was actually at the movie theater because she loves Batman. So she's obsessed with the Joker. She's obsessed with Batman. Obviously, she didn't like what happened. Obviously, not the killing. But she like just being in a place where something historic happened during something that she loves, like Batman. Yeah, Colorado is crazy. Their gun laws are pretty loose up there. So loose cannons running around.
Um, for me, anyway, so I decided to add that in there. But I did want to talk about my own thing on the animatronics thing today as well, and we are going to talk about the Five Nights of Freddy when I do that episode as well. But basically, with the animatronics, so I don't know if I've told you guys before. You've probably heard it in a live and in other places, but um, with dolls, especially dolls that are like I don't know, electronic, animatronic, moving dolls, wind up toys, all that stuff. They can carry like energy like you wouldn't believe, spiritual energy. Spirits, especially children, are very, very drawn to all of that kind of stuff. So those things I feel are haunted, like those animatronics, and they were creepy. They creeped the bejesus out of me. I remember being a kid, loved going to Chuck E. Cheese, hated going and sitting down for my birthday table with my friends because everyone had Chuck E. Cheese birthday parties. If you didn't have a Chuck E. Cheese birthday party, you weren't the shit, right? So everyone had one. So it
I
would be
guess
like
I was
Katie's.
correct.
Well, in Canada,
Oh
it
no,
was the shit.
in
So
the U.S. as well, you were like awesome if you had a Chuck E. Cheese birthday. I'm just saying my parents never gave me a birthday party, so I never got a Chuck E. Cheese birthday party.
gotcha, gotcha. So they would have the stage with these animatronics like all blacked out. And then every once in a while, one of the animatronics would have spotlight on it and it would start saying something and it wouldn't even be the show, it'd just be random. And it used to scare the crap out of me, but like I think it scared me because I felt spiritual energy in it.
Julia Didi says my son's Elmo ended up being thrown out of the window on the freeway because it started answering questions.
Oh my god, I would have loved that. I
I wish you
love
didn't throw it out your window and saved it to send it to me.
that is so cool. Yes, guys, dolls have Toy Story comes from something. Like I know it's not
It would
every and all.
stand up in your back seat by itself. Oh my god, I would have given you $1,000 right now for that doll. One.
She said it was a reaction. I probably would have done the same thing, honestly. Like it's 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 scary, but it would be so cool. Yes, there are many I've seen. Look up Elmo, creepy Elmo dolls or possessed Elmo dolls. You'll see some crazy stuff on YouTube. Anyways, um, so as I was saying, I feel like those things are haunted. Dolls are a lot of dolls are haunted, especially old dolls like porcelain dolls, and that's why we have a lot of dolls in our house because they do carry spiritual energy around them. Oh, we'll throw you a Chuck E. Cheese party, Landon. That's so sweet. Well, we'll have to go to Buster's now because that's the adult version of Chuck E. Cheese. And no, Catherine, you would not want to know what it was because it's in the USA. But we definitely need to go Dave and Buster's.
Yes,
Oh wait, it's in Ontario too. Yes, it's in.
yeah, it's in Ontario. Literally about to write. I think I'm a little too old for Chuck E. Cheese now, but Dave and Buster's I'm totally down to do. Me and Liz actually did Dave and Buster's for Christmas one year, um, and it was great. It was so much fun, actually, super fun.
You get to be a kid. Oh my God, we cannot. We are never. I will. You can do Taco Bell. I will support you in your Taco Bell decision, but I will not get Taco Bell.
Catherine, if you want free diarrhea, a free colonoscopy, that's when you want to eat Taco Bell. Other than that, no Taco Bell.
But
No,
but wait,
never.
hold on. But hold on. Uh, are do you guys not have Taco Bell over there? I'm at Taco Bell right now.
Well, I hope you have enough toilet paper and everything at home. Sorry for you. I just no. Where I come from in New York, like Taco Bell is the like least likely places that you want to go to for sure. I like Mighty Taco, but they don't have that over here in Canada.
Mighty Taco is good. I remember when I went to the US and like you guys the food options and I was so amused. Like Sonics, I'll never ever like Sonics was incredible to me. And then people coming out in rollerblades, like I feel so bad for these people too. Like I know it's part of their job and they got to learn how to skate and all this stuff, but oh my God, I couldn't believe they brought me food on skates. And oh wow, I love Sonics. I love everything over there. All the food in the U.S.
Yes, Miss DIY, you guys only have a Sonic gas station. In the US, we have two different Sonics. We have the Sonic, the gas station, and then we also have Sonic food place where they come out on roller skates and give you food while you eat outside in your car. But yeah, no. They do have McDonald's here and stuff. They just don't have a lot of the other stuff we have in the US. They have like the normal fast food chains, Wendy's, McDonald's, Burger King, stuff like that, but they don't have a Mighty Taco. A lot of places in the States don't even have a Mighty Taco. So, uh, more Taco Bells over there in the US than anything. We have like bar burrito
Oh,
here and like fat bastard burritos and stuff. Like they all do
you acted like
tacos.
you didn't have McDonald's. We do have McDonald's, but that literally we have three choices basically here. But KFC too, yeah, it's all good. I do not. I hate tacos. I'll just be honest. Landon likes tacos. I can't stand them.
No,
Oh, fat bastards.
I like burritos and
Oh, you're
fajitas.
fine. Don't even worry.
I like burritos and fajitas more than I like tacos. I don't really like tacos that much. Even when I go to Mighty Taco, I still get steak
I love
fries.
burritos. Burritos are the
Yeah,
shit,
the
but
burritos.
no
That's more when I.
tacos.
You know, Miss DIY, they also have poutine over in the U.S. In New York specifically, they have Get Fried, which is like potatoes where you could get anything. They even one called the Canadian, which is a poutine.
Yeah, so anyways, guys, back to what I was talking about. I love that we went on a food rant here. With the Five Nights of Freddy, there is like a conspiracy theory about it, and I did not get the chance to look it up yet, but I will look into it a little bit more. Landon knows more about it. It's like a video game, and there's like a connection there as well. Like there's some things tied to it, but I did learn about this case, and I'm excited to cover it at some point. And yeah, I also wanted to talk to you guys about a couple other things, including our our trivia. So we have a trivia game coming up. I believe I'm doing it on the 30th. Maybe it's the 30th. I can't remember the date. You'll have to look on Facebook. But the date we are going to be doing trivia on live on Facebook only, and I will be asking questions about episodes, and then whoever gets the questions right will move on. We'll have a lightning round if we need to, and then that person will get to choose a bonus episode. So you don't have to be a patron, you don't have to be anything like that to participate. Hell, you don't even have to listen to the episodes technically, but you should so that you can, be able to answer the crush questions, because we will be asking questions about patron episodes and also regular episodes. So I would definitely recommend watching or listening or downloading whatever you need to do and do it again.
You know, a lot of people get like their kids get obsessed with this Five Nights of Freddy. When I was in my previous marriage, my daughter at the time was extremely obsessed with Five Nights of Freddy. She was about 9 years old at the time as well. Um, and I strongly suggest parents to do your research on what your kids are playing. Five Nights of Freddy is based off of true events that happened. Um, and this guy basically created this video game based off of the true events that happened, but it's about a guy that pretty much went crazy and like killed kids, stuffed them in these suits, and then the suits of the animatronic dolls came to life and then started killing people, almost like a zombie like thing. So that is basically what the game is about. So if you're not comfortable with your kids, playing violent video games, I would not really suggest them getting too involved in that at that age, at least.